Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. So today I'll be installing Windows and Ubuntu. Alright, so we're gonna be going straight into it. Okay, so to get this Windows installation ISO, you do need to go and head to the website. So I'll put a link in the description. So you want to click on download now on create Windows 10 installation media. So once it's downloaded, you open it up and just give it a few seconds to load. Well, more like a few minutes actually. So it's getting a few things ready. We accept that. I'm speeding through this. So you do need to create installation media. Click yes, and the default is fine for these settings actually. So your language, the Windows edition. So for today we'll be installing a Windows 10 image, and we do need the ISO file, so that's what we're going to be doing. And so then you can select what folder you'll be downloading it to. So we selected homelab right there. So it's going to take a couple of more minutes. I'll just skip through this, of course. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of time. Okay, so that's done. So we're gonna go ahead and click finish. Then we head back into VirtualBox, click on new. So we're trying to change the name to target Windows machine. Then we select the image by going to the folder where it's downloaded. So we click that, we select it, and so right here we do you can choose to change the username. So I'll be doing that, changing it to whatever you want basically, and just the default credentials we can decide to use. And also need to change the host name to, I think that needs to match the username. I might be wrong, but I've come across that a couple of times. Okay, so for the installation, I'll be giving this more RAM than I would like on a normal day if I'm trying to run this virtual machine, just so it can install faster. So I'll do that, give you more processors too, just so it could install faster. And so for the hard disk storage, it's a virtual hard disk, so I'll just give it 50 gigabytes. That should be good enough. We're not doing too much, so we're just next finish. So once you click finish, it does restart the VM, and we're just gonna wait for that. So once it restarts the VM, the installation starts immediately, and that's pretty seamless. They made this installations like pretty simple, but it takes a ton of time, probably like 20 minutes for me. It might take more or less for you guys, but yeah, so I'll skip through that. And it looks like that's another reboot. So okay, there we go. So we log in with the default credentials, and this might take several minutes for sure. Leave everything to us. Oh yeah, I trust you. So again, I'll be skipping through this.
1 eternity later.
Okay, and we're in. So so that's basically what it takes to install Windows 10 through VirtualBox. So I'll just be doing one thing, which is changing the display resolution, because it's pretty small, and I'm sure you guys can see that. So I'll just change it so it looks a little bit bigger, and there we go. And there we have it. We're done with Windows 10. We'll be moving on to Ubuntu right now. So to install Ubuntu, Well, just to take a look at the network diagram once again, just so we do have our Kali Linux installed, and now we installed Windows, and right now we're trying to install Linux. So we're gonna get straight into the installation. So to install Ubuntu, you do need to head to the website. I'll leave a link in the description for all these resources. And for this, you actually need to download it with through torrent. And for that, you can use BitTorrent, and there's a free version, so you could just download that. So once it's downloaded, you do need to extract it, and once you're done with that, just come back to VirtualBox right here, and we start the process. The name, we select the ISO image, and again we'll change the username. It could be anything you want it to be. The host name. So also for this, I'll be giving it more RAM than I would if I'm just trying to run it. So I'm just trying to check the minimum requirements. So looks like 1 GB of RAM is decent enough to run it, but just because I'm installing for the first time, I'll give it 2 GB. Okay, so 25 GB for the virtual hard drive. And we go next. Okay, and click on finish. So again, once you click on finish, it powers up the VM, and you want to click the down arrow so you go straight into install Ubuntu. You might want to be fast with that, because I had to be fast to select install Ubuntu. So this takes some time. I'll be speeding it up for you guys. And again, the installation is pretty seamless. You don't need to worry about more configuration. The installation starts automatically in some time, but yeah. Okay, so again we log in with the default credentials, and once we're in, first thing we need to do is to change the default credentials to a more secure password for sure. So there we go, we're in. So live patch, I'll just do next. Wouldn't be sending diagnostic data, so no, just next. So small, guys. I'm trying to resize it, but it looks like I haven't got much luck. Let's try this. Okay, all right, a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'll take that. So don't upgrade. So we wouldn't be upgrading just because we don't want the latest security patches and security updates. Just because we're trying to attack this machine in the future, and that could give us a higher chance of successful attack. So we just keep the current software version. So we're trying to go into terminal, trying to change the default credentials. So for that, I'll be using the command passwd. And boom. Okay, so we're done, and that's basically how you go about the installation. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.